Hey, Big Fame. This is Elijah and Stephanie. Love storytelling. We are so amazed of what God has achieved in our life, and we really want to express our heartfelt gratitude to the Lord. I and Stephanie have been serving God in the same church for a long time, but first we met in 2017 before even serving the Lord in the same church. But after a moment, a long time of observation around, I decided to really express my attention toward this precious person next to me. But she was so capricious and having a lot of babysitting attitude.
Oh my God.
And it never gave me a room enough, because I am a straightforward person. And sometimes I don't put up myself with babysitters. And then that was back in 2019. I really truly believe God was working something within attitude and building a new person for a new life, a new love, a new connection after a moment of
of several attempts.
Several attempts, yeah, but it was pretty much like very soft attempt, not aggressive attempt.
Okay.
But she needed an aggressive attempt. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The aggressive attempt came recently in 2021. I've been helping a lot in some stuff when she needs help from me, as far as letter of recommendations and scholarship and mentorship somehow. But in 2021 in May, I really called her. I said, okay, listen, you need to stop acting as a baby, even though you can be called a baby. This is what I want to see, and I really feel my heart has been pushing me to pretty much like express my love, because I believe you are such a lovely person and a great woman, gifted, potentially gifted, and you need a man of vision so you can align together and build a family. But also I remember there was been a lot of people in between that tried to encourage me for that particular choice. I've had a lot of friends of her that called me and said, Pastor, you need that beautiful woman next to you. But it really needed a specific time for God to fulfill His word. And this is what I believe, like anything you can do, you can attempt and using your own strength. When God's divine time, God makes it real. And that's what I believe. That's what happened. Right?
Yeah, but one thing that I know from my side is I remember on April 30, I prayed to God. I told God this.
So le 30 avril, which is April 30th.
Je dis, Seigneur, à part le souffle de vie que tu vas me donner le jour de mon anniversaire, I want to celebrate my birthday with my fiancé, my husband to be. That was April 30th. And then I think May 2nd, May 1st, you called me.
Yeah, it was the first.
2 days after.
The first day of May.
Of May.
Yeah.
Right after I made my. That was a quick answer.
It was the first day of May.
That was a quick answer, and then to me was like, wait.
That after 4 years of being around together, right?
Right. I was like, so Elijah again? He calls me, and then I'm like, okay, let me just
thought
go
I was
and
embarrassing.
talk.
I said, this guy is embarrassing.
And then right after my prayer, we sat down and we talked. Usually when we talk and I just don't respond, but that day I was just like, okay, I'm gonna pray about it.
Because this person didn't like dating a pastor.
No, who wants to date a pastor? With everything pastors go on, like happens in the world, like,
no, because
I didn't want to, but
it was a wrong picture. It was a wrong perception of a
Yeah, because you
pastor.
came to me with the pastor side until he came as a man.
No, it's
I opened up as well.
no, that's it's a pastor side. You know, when you are used to somebody already like a pastor, that transition is never easy. Imagine even pastors who are watching me, who are singers,
Right. It's a
when,
hard
when they
time.
try to approach a lady, a beautiful lady in the church, there is this tendency of, hey, this pastor is already coming close to me, is dating me, and you know, it's also you know, like revive certain feelings that are more outsiders.
Right.
And if you are not very wise, it can also expose that relation at the very start. So what I didn't want to do is to expose myself at the starting point, because sometimes when you expose yourself that much, she may get certain advices and counseling from people that have no idea of the person that is dating. You know, that's really wanted. That was a soft transition and slow process
Yeah.
to bring us close together.
But overall, it was just the time of God, the will of God that came to pass. Because if you were supposed to date the Stephanie that, you know, in 2018, she's not the Stephanie that is right here, right now.
Yeah,
So I
absolutely.
think God had to take me through some preparation before, you know, being together with you.
Yeah.
And that's the moral of the story, you know. Sometimes God will prepare you before he puts you into a place. So don't rush things.
And the
you know.
month of May being the important month, that is more important, especially on her side, because she's born in May.
It was my birthday gift.
Her father passed away in May. So basically what happened, we had a conference called Divine Connection with a brother that I really say hi, Christian Lukombo. I remember that day on the 22nd was Saturday.
Yeah.
That was the day of your birthday. I was sitting next to a man of God by the name of Prophet Joe Grace. And suddenly within my heart, I remember we already spoke, but your response was very slow. She didn't respond to me yet. She just gave me a break time, and that break time was going, and there was no response at all. I remember that day I made a leap of faith. And then I said to the prophet, I say, I feel led in my heart if I touch your ring, and if you declare to me that something is going to open in my life, I say, go ahead. When I touch his finger ring, and he said, the same way God miraculously opened the door for marriage in my life, let it be so. And suddenly, the same evening after the conference, she was actually responding, and we had an incredible moment together and sharing some stories. And she said to me, like she was
On May 28th,
that was May 22nd.
that was our first date.
But May 28th
That's when I said yes.
It was yes. It was yes. 1 week after, 7 days after.
What happened, I think the same person, the same prophet who prayed for him, prayed for me as well, because I went to him after the service. It was on my birthday. I was interpreting while the preaching was happening. And at the end, I walked out with him. We went outside, and I told him, I'm about to make a choice, you know, for someone that I want to spend the rest of my life with. But I have few doubts. Like, as much as I have feelings for him, there's some few doubts. And it's like, why are you doubting? God has already approved this. And as soon as he prayed for me, it was just like, it was like this weight that was in my heart just like went off, and I felt a certain peace. And then right after the service, I started smiling at him. Like, the thing is, it was so natural, because I know how I used to act before. I was just very like rejecting. But at this time, that when it happened, it was just like, I got so, I think I loved him more than he loved me at that time. You know, it became like me going into him, and that's what I wanted. Because as much as people were telling us, you guys look good together, we get a lot of that, you know. You know, moi si oh yo beaucoup ça bien ensemble, but I wanted to feel it. I had people telling me dreams. I had a dream, Elisha is the husband of your life. I'm like, okay. But when I felt it, I didn't even have to listen to people. I just said, yes, I want this. And that's what happened. So that peace that I had inside of me really reassured me that I was in the right path.
Yeah, I think the personal conviction
Very important.
was important, yes.
Yeah.
After that moment, we decided that we will move forward. Especially, you know, It's never easy being a public figure, dating somebody, because every contact that comes across your path will always reflect of your image. Hey, we saw you with this woman. We saw you with this lady. You know, we were, in fact, I remember we've been hanging around a lot and going to places and, you know, sharing meal and restaurant. And one of the elders in the city really recommended me as a pastor to say, listen, if this is what you feel and you are 100% sure of this choice, it's important for you to take it at the family level. Right. And then I called her, spoke to her, I said, listen, we need to get it to the family level, at the family level. And then the family was excited to welcome me, and and we had a first official family presentation on July 2021. That was on the 9th, yeah. July 9th, Friday, 2021. Soon, probably about 1 month and few weeks, yeah. We had our first family presentation. Mm-hmm. It grew stronger. You know, our love was very accurate, authentic. And then we had to start moving step by step. Right. You know, we pretty much coming from a different tradition. Same. I mean, I'm talking about we who are coming from Africa. We do things a little different. So what we had to do after the family presentation, I had to make a ring surprise. Yeah. It was a ring surprise which happened in September. Before the family meet back home, I had to move forward with a ring surprise.
Was it September 4th?
September 4th. No, so this is important because September 4th was the day her father passed away, and that day has been reoccurring into her spirit. But one of the things I made a vow to God was I will do my ring surprise in a place of service, because she's been serving God as an interpreter, have been preaching the Lord for years, and we decided to make a ring surprise as a sign of covenant to God in a place of service. And it was an amazing ring surprise ever expected from my side on September 4th in a church.
So instead of me thinking of my father's death on every 4th, so he came up with that idea so he could help me think of something else, like celebrate something else, instead of locking up myself and crying all day. Yeah. So that was his goal, and that's why. That day he was supposed to preach, and I had to go with him where he was invited, and I had to interpret. I had no idea that the ring was was waiting for me. So during the service, he preached, he finished, and at the end, the main pastor, the senior pastor of the church came up and started talking, and then I saw him coming back up, and then he stood behind me. I didn't know what he was doing, and then all of a sudden I hear people screaming, and then I turned back, he had a ring on, and then I saw people from church coming in. It was really unexpected. It was crazy, and I'm just thinking that I was with you in the morning. You know, we drove the car together, and you didn't mention anything to me.
You know, I didn't want to kneel down in a public place except a church place, because as a sign of honor to God, as also a sign of respect
and there's
to
one
the
thing
person that I
forgot to
like.
mention. That the church where we did our engagement, that's the first church where I heard about you, where they spoke to me about you, that you wanted me to be your wife. Wow. It was I remember your friend. Remember that pastor, your friend? Yeah. Yes. He spoke to me about you there at the office, about you. And then when the engagement happened, I was just like, this is where it started.
Yes. it was just like, you know, a whole move in the city of Portland. This is why I'm so grateful for the state of Maine, and particularly the city of Portland and Lewiston, because that was, I felt led in my heart and carried to officially make it public, but also again in a place of service. This is why we had to do our ring surprise and have them pray for us. For me, it was one of the most important moments of my life, asking my wife a hand in a place of serving God.
Yeah. We had people say, "Oh, that happened so fast. Did you guys know each other for long? Did you guys meet long ago?" Well, some people didn't know that me and Pastor Elijah, my husband, we were friends. Like, one thing that really made this happen so fast is the fact that we were kind of close, you know, not really close, but les courants passaient tellement bien entre nous. Like, we could talk about anything, we could laugh and, you know, make jokes, and that's like the most important foundation of a relationship or marriage, the friendship. So we could relate to each other. That's why when he proposed, he went so fast. People thought I knew you in 2021. I knew you since I came into this country. Like,
In 2016,
Demi
yes.
says, and
2016.
we were talking then, building a friendship.
There was a concert in Portland of Patrice Mobiai,
Right.
and she was interpreting that concert.
And you were
And
there.
and I was there by a friend who really invited me to be a part of it because he wanted me to meet somebody, and that person was her. And 1 year after, in 2017, we had a conference in Portland again, the Portland for Christ conference. That's why
Yeah.
I really came close and became a part of the environment. You know, the whole family set.
Yeah, so friendship is important. Any relationship you want to build there, make sure you're friends, you get along. Sometimes you can argue, fight, but at the end of the day, you know, you make up, you smile, and you move on because of the foundation. Yes. What I love about relationship is our foundation is the friendship we have.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Question.
Last question.
The next is about your
Tradition.
wedding
Okay. A wedding. Yeah.
coming. Yeah, because we are over
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
fine.
so
That's- we're
yeah,
gonna
10
finish
minutes is
them.
fine.
We can
Somewhere.
stop
Let's go.
there. Okay, wedding.
The wedding now.
And this is why we are so excited and so grateful to God that our traditional wedding was
A success.
my success, mind blowing, and also our wedding ceremony coming up soon. It's something that we really are grateful to God and praying God. One of the things was impressive to us was the support of the church body of Christ in Portland. We saw people traveling and supporting us. That really reflect the sense of when you serve God, God always honors those who serve Him. We had an astounding support from the community, the church. It was just unforgettable and amazing.
And yeah, our what wedding? A nuptial. This thing
Wedding
is so
ceremony.
confusing. The wedding ceremony, yeah. So the wedding
blessings,
ceremony
I
is
can call
coming
it
up,
the blessing. Yeah.
and we're excited about it to spend the rest of our life together. And you know, the good thing about us is just that we're matching so good. Like, are you excited about the future? Like, are you looking forward to it?
I'm excited about the best, which
Why?
is yet
Why are you
to come.
excited?
I'm excited about our future, about our kids, about our ministries, about our
Right.
family, stability. I'm excited about what I haven't seen, and I
Yeah.
keep believing God that God will take us to nations regardless of the environment.
Right.
Yes, you know.
Yeah,
So-
because I feel like sometimes when people get married and after the nuptial blessing, then these like they don't know what to do after. Like, I'm excited about this because I'm looking forward to, like, I've always wanted a partner that I can serve God with, and I feel like I'm just gonna continue doing what I was doing with my partner. So it makes the future very exciting. Like, our vision, we both want to do the same thing,
Yeah.
and it's just like so exciting. So when you're getting married, just gotta make sure, like, do we want the same thing?
Yes.
Because if I want something as you want something as, then what are we doing together? So that's one thing I love about us.
Yes, the
What do
future.
you love about us?
The future is bright. It's all about taking over nations, preaching the gospel,
Right.
helping the poor, and bringing more support to the community. So we love you. I hope this was something encouraging to many of you. It's always important to wait upon the right time, because regardless, even though you try to force things happen,
Right.
it's only God that can make them happen. So trust to God, trust in God, because He does perfect things in a perfect way and in the right time.
Yes.
We love you, big fam.
And we look forward to seeing you on our wedding day.
God bless you.
God bless you. Ma pesa ta bisou na litamba. Bandela.